This video is about partial derivatives. We can determine the rate of change of a function f with respect to one of its several independent variables. The process is called partial differentiation, and the result we obtain will be called a partial derivative with respect to x or y or some other variable. We have different notation for partial derivatives. One of the notations involves a differential sign that looks almost like a 2, but it's used in the same way that d would be, but it's just a little different to make it clear that we're talking about a partial derivative as opposed to a total derivative. We also can just simply put a little x as a subscript, and that also indicates a partial derivative. They mean the same thing. If you take a look at the limit definitions for partial derivatives with respect to x and y, you can see some similarities with what we had done with single variable functions. When we do a partial derivative with respect to x, there will be some h or delta x, which is a change in x, and we leave y constant throughout the process. When we do a partial derivative with respect to y, we'll have a delta y, or a change in y, and we'll leave x constant. All right, let's try it here for the function f of x comma y equals 2xy. In order to do a partial derivative with respect to x, we have to treat the other variables as constants. So we want y to be constant here. That means we'll treat it in the same way that we would treat any number. Let's try it. Normally when we take a derivative, the constant remains in place. So a 2 should definitely be part of the partial derivative with respect to x. However, y needs to be treated like as if it was a number. And if it were a number, then it would stay. And that's what needs to happen. The x does get differentiated though. The derivative of x with respect to x would just be 1. So this is actually our final answer to this question. Notice that x gets differentiated, but the y doesn't. Now let's do the partial derivative with respect to y on that same function. X now gets treated as a constant, and 2 is a constant. So the 2 and the x definitely have to stay behind. But the y is differentiated. So dy over dy, take the derivative of y with respect to y, and you just get 1. So the y would be gone. Let's try it on a little bit more complicated question. Here we want to find the partial derivative with respect to x. Now, y gets treated like a constant when we do fx. So the y, even though it's being squared, that stays right where it is. And we just differentiate the x squared part. Final answer, 2xy squared. Similarly here, the x squared will remain constant, and we'll do the derivative of y squared. So we'll have this. X squared times 2y, which is the same as 2x squared y.